Whenever we get triggered by someone, we often blame that person or we often blame that situation for our reaction. For example, if someone says something to you and you get disturbed or you don't like what that person said, then you feel angry and you keep on thinking about that situation or that person's comments for say next 15 days, 20 days, next 1 month, or probably next 1 year or so, depending on the severity of that trigger which has happened because of that person's comments. Now, normally what we do is that we blame that person that, he said that to me, that's why I'm disturbed. She behaved in this way with me, that's why I'm disturbed. The external situation is like this, that's why I'm disturbed. So basically, we are always pointing fingers outside or outwards for our reaction to that person or that situation. And this is not the reason why we feel pain. I mean, that person, that situation, that person's comments are not the reason why we are feeling pain or why we feel that hurt for quite a good amount of time later on. But actually, it is our own, uh, what should I say, our own reaction to that person or our own reaction to that external situation which is causing that hurt, which is causing that pain. Now, what I'm saying is something which you must have heard from so many people, and you might say that, okay, this is something which is theoretical, which is not practical. But let me tell you that it is not theoretical, this is the reality. Your reaction to someone else's comments or someone else's behavior or to the external situation is originating from inside you. It is not external, it is internal. Let me give you a very simple example. For example, today you hear a news that in some corner of the world there was an earthquake, and that earthquake was very massive and it killed, say, for example, it killed 1000 people. Now you hear that news or you read that news somewhere, and of course you get disturbed. You feel sad for the people who lost their lives. You feel sad for the people who have survived but who have lost their loved ones in the earthquake. So of course, if you are a sensitive person, you will feel sad about those people, about that region, and about that event in general. But that disturbance or that pain which you are feeling for those people, that empathy which you are feeling for those people, let me say, that will remain for sometimes. Say, for example, a day or 2 days or 3 days, you will be disturbed maybe, oh, that this is a very sad event which has happened. It's a very unfortunate event. But after that 1 day, 2 day, 3 days have passed, you will slowly get back to normal. And that news of earthquake killing 1000 people will not keep you haunting for next 1 month or next 1 year. Eventually, you will recover from that, or eventually, you will get back to your normal life. That does not mean you are insensitive to their pain. Of course, you were sensitive. That's why you felt sad, right? This is on one hand, but on other hand, a single person, just one person, saying something to you for a few seconds, maybe it keeps on haunting you for maybe days or months together. So on one hand, there is a news of 1000 people getting killed. It does not haunt you beyond a certain number of days, maybe. But here, some single person, one person saying something to you, it disturbs you and it hurts you, and you carry that hurt and you carry that pain for next how so many days or maybe months or maybe years. People, there are some traumas, emotional traumas, which people carry for years together. So from this example, it is very clear that the hurt or the pain which we carry, or our reaction to the external stimuli or the external situations or the people's comments, does not depend on that external reality, but it actually depends on how we react to them. So next time when someone says something to you and you feel hurt, if that feeling of hurt or pain is persisting beyond what is valid, then just think about it carefully, that is that is it really that person's comments or that external situation which is making me feeling disturbed emotionally, or it is my excessive emotional reaction which is coming from inside my mind, inside my unresolved mental traumas, which is making me continue with this hurt any further. So the trigger, my friend, is not lying outside or in the external reality, but the trigger which triggers your reaction to that person or that situation is lying inside you. Your unresolved emotional traumas, unresolved psychological wounds from the past, they are triggering that reaction to this person which is saying something today. And those unresolved issues, unresolved psychological issues, are making you carry that hurt or that pain of this person saying something today for next 1 year, for example. So it's not that person or that person's comments which are fully responsible for your reaction, but it is your unresolved traumas which are triggering you in a very, what you can say, excessive way, right? So next time when such a thing happens, when you get triggered by someone or by something, instead of carrying that reaction for quite a lot of time and unnecessarily suffering because of it, just sit quietly and think whether it is originating from outside or it is originating from inside your mind. And if you find that it is originating from inside your mind, you will be able to get over it lot quicker and in a much more better way and in a much more matured way than what you used to do earlier.